Hey guys, today we're going to be looking at an inequality and an equation, and we're going to come up with our own word problem for each. To come up with a story, we need to come up with two variables and then start writing our story. Variables could be time, money, jobs like mowing or cooking, working for our company. It could be like objects, cookies, t-shirts, video games, exercising where you're running or playing a sport or swimming. These are just some examples of what variables could be. And then as a hint, I want you to pick either time or money as one of your variables. It'll make your storytelling a lot easier. So let's look at the first one. 5x plus 4 is greater than or equal to 3x plus 14. Now with inequalities, we need to remember some of those keywords that we saw on a previous lesson. It was a chart, and key phrases could be like at most or at least or no greater than or less than or fewer than. So we need to kind of keep some of those phrases in mind and make sure that when we tell our story, we're using the correct phrase that goes along with that inequality. Alright, I'm going to choose my two variables to be time and more specifically seconds. And then I'm going to choose hot dogs for my other variable. We have two sides of the inequality symbol, so we need to be comparing two different people or things, and I'm going to use the left side to be Amy and the right side will be Jared, and they will be eating hot dogs. Alright, Amy, let's begin with Amy. Amy has already eaten 4 hot dogs, so that 4 is kind of where we're starting at. It's a one-time number. And she's eating them at a rate of 5 hot dogs per second. That is the number with the variable, and so it needs to be like a rate of change, repeating over and over. So she eats them at a rate of 5 hot dogs, and I'm going to abbreviate hot dog. 5 hot dogs per second. Okay, let's compare Amy with Jared. Jared has already eaten 14 hot dogs. So it looks like he had a head start. But he's eating them at a rate of 3 hot dogs per second. So when we write our situations or our stories, we also need to have a question. So here's my question for you. How many seconds will it take Amy to eat at least the same amount as Jared? Okay, so I asked how long will it take Amy to eat at least the same amount as Jared. Amy started out behind. She started off with 4 hot dogs where Jared had already eaten 14. So I'm trying to figure out, okay, how long will it take her to have at least, and I use the words at least because it could be either equal to, because of the little line underneath the inequality symbol, or she needs to pass him completely. Okay, so equal or greater to Jared's amount of hot dogs that he's eaten. Okay, so there's an example of an inequality. Now let's look at one dealing with an equation. Again, I'm going to choose my 2 variables. One of them I'm highly suggesting either money or time, and in this case, again, I'm going to use time again, and I'm going to use minutes. And then we're going to use M&Ms. So here's my 2 variables. There are 2 parts. One part is on the left side of the equal sign, the other part's on the right side, and so I'm going to be again comparing the left side with the right side. So in this case we have 2 bowls of M&Ms, and bowl A has 325. Okay, so they're starting with 325 M&Ms. Now I'm noticing that it's subtracting, so people are taking M&Ms out of this bowl. So it started with 325 M&Ms, and 25 are being eaten every minute. Okay, I put the rate to be 25 because that's what the variable. Now there's also bowl B. Bowl B starts with 440 M&Ms. And they're being eaten at a rate of 20 each minute. Okay, so here's my 2 bowls. We're comparing bowl A with bowl B. They're being eaten, so that's why I use the word eaten, because of the subtraction sign. And then now here's our question. How many minutes will it take for the bowls to have the same amount? Okay, so I want to see how many minutes will pass by for the 2 bowls to be equal. Okay guys, don't forget, when trying to come up with your story, you need 2 variables. I highly suggest time or money be one of them. I use time in both situations, but you can talk about, working a job and earning money. Okay, you can get creative with money and jobs, or money and selling items. Okay, and watch your profit grow, that kind of thing. But anyways, you need 2 variables, and then please pick one to be either time or money to make it easier for you. Thanks for watching.